Hi everyone, Jem here, and today I wanted to take you on a little tour of my creative space. The reason I'm doing this, I think I have a fairly unusual creative space, but two, I wanted to show you that you don't need heaps of room and you don't need lots of really flash expensive storage to have a workable space. So before I start rabbiting too long, let's see at the beginning of this video, my craft room, my creative space is actually in a turret. So I have this lovely little wooden staircase which I negotiate, and up we go and we turn, and here we go, we're coming up another couple of steps into my craft room, and I have the door open today so the curtain's blowing. But here we go, I have my desk. So my craft room here is about 2 meters by 2.5 meters. So there you can see I have my desk along that wall. And also this room has lots of windows, so a little bit restricted where I can put things. And then we come around this side and you will see I have some shelves built in there. So there's the stairs that we just came up. So here I have some shelves which Mr. Jem built for me, and they're very basic, just a wooden frame with wooden shelving on there, and this is really my storage. And so as you can see, storage is an issue for me, I have to say, because like a lot of people I do collect an awful lot of stuff along the way. And as you can see, my way of getting around that is poly boxes, so clip lid boxes. And I've also got to clarify and say I'm not the tidiest person. So you'll see there I've got a box with paints, those two boxes have got stamps, got some little wooden drawers up here that I repurposed. These have got my cattle bugs and my die cutting stuff in, and then I've got a lot of papers and things up on the top here, a corner for books. The shelf, the second shelf down, has books that I cut up for junk journals, and then I've got fabric, some of my fabric down here, because I also do a lot of sewing. Now this is a little thing that I designed. I don't know whether I can find the... Oh, I'll step back and show you. There we go. So I have a little fold out ironing board, and the leg down here just comes off and it folds down flat. So I have a little space for ironing as well, that when I'm not using it, I can fold it down. It doesn't quite go flat because one of my boxes is in the way, but it's certainly out of the way. Alright, so here I have some very not very deep shelves on the wall, and that tends to... What have I got on there? All my glues, sprays, bits and pieces that I use quite a lot. You see up on the top there's a couple of stamps. Got to be honest and say, other than our solar water heater out here, we have the most beautiful view. But you can see I'm right up on the rooftops. So I look out over our garden. Anyway, enough of that. Come round. So I have a couple of corner shelves here. And as I say, I'm not the most tidy person. I did have a bit of a clear up today. And then I make the most of space under my desk as well. So this is underneath my desk. There's my sewing machine, there's boxes, there's all sorts of things. So I have some more drawers here, and this basket is my half-done projects basket. Those drawers have got ribbons and cottons and things like that, jewellery making gear in there. And then we come up here and you see that I have baskets hanging on the wall as well. those are, as you can see, I've got a lot of pens in. And so really that is the sum total of my space. I'll just stand here and you can see that is it, guys. As I say, about 2 meters by 2.5, but then we also have the stairs in the corner here, so I lose a little bit of space there. So one of the reasons for taking you on this little tour today was to say, even if you only have a small space, even if you just have a cupboard, be creative with it, make it work for you. And I guess I have a couple of tips just to finish off for working in small spaces. And one of those is to keep what you use the most close to you. So on my desk here, you'll see I have scissors, I have a basket of things that I use the most, my paintbrushes, and then, as I said earlier, on my shelf next to where I sit, I have all my glues and things like that that I use a lot. So that's my first tip, is to keep things that you use close to you. Is to keep things sorted out. So this box you'll see on my desk is a current project that I'm working on, and everything for that project is in that box. And if I'm not working on it at this moment in time, then I can put the box, I can put everything in properly, put the lid on the box and put it away. So I would say keep things together like that you are using. So my next tip is to be organised, and I guess that's about finding a storage system that works for you so that you know where to find things when you want them. There's nothing more frustrating than wasting, you know, sometimes hours looking for something that you know you've got but you can't find. So be organised, make the most of cheap storage solutions and organise them in a way that suits you. All right, and my final tip here, and this is one that people who know me will laugh, but my final tip is to try and be tidy. Put things away when you've finished with them. If you only have this much floor space, if it's covered in boxes and materials and bits and pieces, then one, you're never going to find anything. Two, it gets to the point where it's completely disheartening. And three, it's a bit of a tripping hazard. All right, folks, so that's me for today. I hope this has been interesting. I hope that you've been inspired if you have a small space. And I'll just finish off by showing you, I am incredibly lucky. I have a little balcony off my craft room, and this is where I can come to contemplate my next project, have a cup of coffee and look out over the beautiful Wanganui River. All right, folks, for now, ka kite anō. See you next time.